Chapter 1. In the year 1518 of the sea calendar, the location is the East Sea, known as the weakest sea among the four seas. Here is a small tavern located in Roadtown, the legendary island of beginnings and endings. 20 years ago, the pirate king Joel D. Roger shouted in Roadtown, "Do you want my treasure? If you want it, he'll give it all to you. Everything is there." Thus began the Great Pirate Era. Continuing to this day, AS, one of the islands closest to the Grand Line in the East Sea, there is no shortage of berries and pirates here. Several burly men who clearly don't look like good citizens are gathered in the tavern, chatting enthusiastically. Have you heard? A new pirate crew called the Spade Pirates has recently emerged. It seems so. I heard the captain is a user of the Mara no Mi, a Logia-type devil fruit. Wow. A Logia-type devil fruit, the kind that's said to be invincible? Who can say otherwise? What a lucky newcomer. I heard he already has a bounty of 100 million after just a few months at sea. A man wearing a cap and sunglasses quietly sat in the corner, listening to the information revealed in the pirate's drunken chatter. When he heard Ace's name, a faint smile appeared on his lips, but it quickly faded. What a troublesome little brat. The man's name is Wayne, 25 years old. 20 years ago, he crossed over from Earth to the world of One Piece. Now, he's a little pirate. Boss, the bill. Wayne tossed down 10,000 berries and stood up to leave the tavern, leaving only a tall silhouette behind. That a few women drinking in the tavern couldn't help but feel a bit dim after Wayne left. Such a tall and handsome man is a rare sight. Even with sunglasses on, his handsome facial features were still visible. Who wouldn't want to spend a night with such a man? After a sigh, the ladies resumed their gossip. Have you heard? Lord Wayne is coming to the East Sea for a concert. Really? What a pity the tickets are too expensive. What? Is it that Lord Wayne? Oh my God. Even if I have to eat steamed buns every day, I want to go. Back at his residence, Wayne quietly lit a cigarette, a specialty from some kingdom that is smooth and doesn't harm the throat much. Wayne looked at the woman in front of him, nearly 1.9 meters tall, with well-defined features and an air of intelligence. She was currently reporting information to Wayne. Boss, here is the information you requested about the Spade Pirates and Ace. According to the intel, Ace will arrive in Roadtown in 3 days. Wayne took the information from the woman, complimenting her. Robin, well done. He then began to flip through the intel on Ace, gazing at Ace's face on a bounty poster, and couldn't help but whisper, he really resembles her. He's the only relative of sister Lugio in this world. Wayne couldn't help but fall into memories, back to 20 years ago when Theodore had just crossed over to the world of One Piece. At that time, Wayne was indeed filled with excitement. The One Piece manga was his favorite. Arriving in this place, full of adventures and various magical abilities, was exhilarating. But reality soon dealt him a crushing blow. At the young age of 5, Wayne lost his parents in a maritime disaster and was sold into slavery on Petrilla Island in the South Sea due to his cute appearance. That was a truly tragic period. Fortunately, not long after, Wayne met a woman who was like an older sister and mother to him, Portgas de Lugio. She bought Wayne from the slave traders, allowing him to live a few carefree months. The saying, "a drop of water shall be returned with a burst of spring," has always been one of Wayne's life principles. When Wayne learned that the woman in front of him was Lugio, the wife of the Pirate King and the mother of Ace, his heart sank. Being well-versed in the plot of One Piece, he knew that in the coming months, Lugio would become pregnant, leading to Roger's surrender, and Lugio would forcefully carry Ace for 20 months, eventually leaving this world because of it. At that time, Wayne tried to persuade Lugio, but she stubbornly refused. She said to Wayne, "Little Wayne, you must understand that a mother's love and a father's love are the greatest emotions in this world. I believe Roger wouldn't do that, and aren't you worrying too much?" Wayne tried to persuade her multiple times over the months until that man appeared. Lugio and back. Huh? Who is this little brat? Wayne looked at the man in front of him, with peculiar hair under his nose that looked like either a beard or nose hair. At first glance, Wayne recognized him. The pirate King Joel D. Roger. At that moment, Wayne was hiding outside the door, listening as Roger said to Lugio, "I'm here to tell you that I'm going to surrender. Yes, I don't have much time left to live." When Lugio learned the news, she only cried for a while, then accepted the decision of the man she loved deeply. Boss. Wayne's memories were interrupted by Robin's voice. What? Is there anything else? Boss, according to our plans, your concert is in a week. We've already postponed it for a month. If we delay it any longer, it won't look good for Morgan's newspaper. You guys can arrange this. So what if it's delayed? A mere newspaper seller will only grumble a bit behind our backs. By the way, let's hold it in Roadtown. Okay, boss. Robin looked at the man in front of her, her heart fluttering. His overwhelming strength and firm tone made her feel admiration. By the way, tell Morgans that the final chapter of my novel journey to the West will be delayed by another week. I've been busy lately and haven't had time to write. Hearing this, Robin frowned but still obediently replied, "Got it, boss. Well, if there's nothing else, you can go. I have things to attend to in the next few days." Wayne met Nico Robbins 7 years ago. At that time, he hadn't yet awakened the strongest lifestyle player system he brought with him when he crossed over. However, he was already a swordsman with 2-color Hakai.8T that time. Nico Robin had just escaped from a pirate crew and was being hunted by pirates. Wayne happened to pass by and saved Robin, and from then on, she followed Wayne as a secretary and received his protection. As one of the most intelligent individuals in the world of pirates, Robin's addition made Wayne's influence rise even further. Especially after Wayne awakened the system at the age of 18, he gradually became one of the bosses of the underground world and a superstar adored by millions of fans. Wayne poured himself a glass of red wine, drinking while starting to view his attribute panel. Host, Durak D. Wayne. Title, Scholar, Gourmet Healer. Fruit ability, none. Hockey level, high-level armament hockey 2,335,000. High-level observation hockey 12,005,000. Conqueror's hockey seed 15,000. Swordsmanship level, great swordsman beginner 50,010,000. Physical skills level, 6th order 8,005,000. Note, the top physical fighters in the pirate world, such as Carp, are about 9th order, while admirals like Akiji and Akainu are around 7th order. Combat skills, Navy 6 styles moonwalk, iron block, finger gun, shave life return. Professions, chef master level, novelist master level, singer master level, doctor advanced, swordsmith advanced. Life points, 1,300. This system of Wayne's is called the strongest life player system, which, as the name implies, aims to cultivate Wayne into the strongest life player. Each time he engages in training within a life profession or raises his profession level, he can earn a certain amount of life points. The uses of life points are manifold. They can be used to directly enhance hockey, swordsmanship, etc. at a 1-10 ratio. They can also be used for a lottery 1,000 life points for one draw, but what is drawn depends entirely on luck. In the system's words, as long as you're lucky enough, it's not impossible to directly draw the Infinity Gauntlet embedded with 6 Infinity Stones. Of course, Wayne more often draws items similar to the first part of the novel Journey to the West or the second part of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Well, although Wayne really wants to draw an invincible skill, being able to draw novels gives him the confidence of a literary copyist, which is also good. The improvement of profession levels often comes from 2 aspects. One is actual skill level, and the other is fame. For example, even if someone's cooking skills are average, as long as everyone in the world thinks he is the best chef, his cooking level will instantly become maxed out at God level. This is also the reason why Wayne works so hard to hold concerts around the world. He needs to increase his fame. The EC is the last stop of his 4 Cs concert. After completing this concert, Wayne will have accomplished his currently most profitable task. 4 Cs concert. Side quest. A world-renowned singer. You should let the whole world hear your wonderful voice. Task objective. Hold a concert in the 4 Cs of the world. East Sea, West Sea, South Sea, North Sea. Task completion. 34. Task reward. Title of superstar, 10,000 life points. 1 chance for a 10-draw lottery. Each time he completes a task, Wayne's strength experiences a significant leap. However, each task requires a tremendous amount of time. For instance, his last task took him over half a year to complete. Mastering medicine. Visit 3 renowned master-level doctors in the pirate world and seek their guidance in medical skills. Wayne spent over half a year visiting Dr. Kurokas of the Roger Pirates, Dr. Kureha of Drum Island, and the genius Surgeon Hogback, a subordinate of Warlord Gecko Moria. The first 2 doctors were relatively easy to talk to. After Wayne explained his intentions and paid a generous fee, he managed to complete the visits. However, the last doctor was truly perverse. He actually turned living people into dolls, which made Wayne somewhat uncomfortable. Moreover, Gecko Moria, as a warlord, was blindly arrogant and had a foul temper. Thus, the final result of the visits was that Wayne sank a third of the thriller bark and nearly beat Moria to death, but ultimately managed to obtain Hogback's medical insights. After completing the task, Wayne obtained a Conqueror's Hockey seed, but unfortunately, upgrading Conqueror's Hockey consumes too much, and there isn't a significant boost in strength. So Wayne has not upgraded it yet. Wayne received the task for the 4 Cs concert over a year ago, and he finally decided to tour in the order of North Sea, West Sea, South Sea, and East Sea. Memories flashed through Wayne's mind, and after finishing the last sip of red wine, he let out a long sigh and said, "System, conduct the lottery." A spinning lottery machine appeared in Wayne's mind. Stop. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the first 30 chapters of the novel Water Margin. Please check it. Goodness, another novel. They might as well call it the Great Literary Master System. Wayne couldn't help but complain, but actually, the result of this lottery was not bad. It was much more reliable than the 1 ton of spicy strips he drew half a year ago, which he Still hasn't finished eating. Counting the first 30 chapters, I finally completed the collection of the 120 chapters of Water Margin. Very good. The next novel will definitely be Water Margin. At least I can serialize it in the newspaper for over a year. Yes, Wayne's novelist master-level profession was entirely obtained from literary copying as long as he rationalizes some names and places from the novels, even classic novels. In the pirate world are still so popular. After finishing the red wine, Wayne glanced at the golden Rolex he won from the lottery and was startled by the time. Goodness, is it almost evening? I really need to solve the dinner problem first. Wayne then called Robin, asking her to fetch some ingredients as he prepared to make dinner. Wayne looked at the long Tian duck, giant soulfish, and other exquisite ingredients laid out before him, each one a rare delicacy. High-end ingredients often require the simplest cooking methods. After half an hour of cooking, 3 dishes and a soup, a total of 4 exquisite dishes were presented before Wayne. At this time, the system also prompted, ding, after 33 minutes of cooking, your culinary skills have improved. Current culinary level. Master level 3888500, gain 4 life points. Current life points, 1304. Goodness, it's becoming increasingly difficult to raise the life level to master. I only gained 4 points for making a meal. Sigh, when will this end? It seems I need to find a way to learn new life professions. After complaining, Wayne shouted outside, Rob and Gloria, get ready to wash your hands and eat. 2 figures, one tall and one short, appear before Wayne. Gloria was the first to charge in, ready to snatch her favorite steamed, long Tian duck. 4-wheel flour, serve the dishes first, but Robin calmly used the flour fruit, and 4 hands suddenly sprouted from the kitchen table, swiftly passing over Gloria's head and securely placing the 4 dishes on the table in the living room. Damn it, Robin, you're cheating again. Gloria jumped a few times in place, but with her height of just under 1.6 meters, she couldn't reach the food floating in the air and pouted in frustration. Woo-woo, Brother Wayne, Robin is bullying me again. All right, Robin, don't tease Gloria anymore. Let's wash our hands and eat. The meal was lively, and Wayne completely ignored the little antics of Robin and Gloria at the dinner table. After being well fed, Wayne watched the two still bickering, and a slight smile crept onto his face as he murmured, "It truly is a warm moment." Gloria was an orphan Wayne adopted 6 years ago when he bought her at a slave market in Sabaody. Gloria has long sky blue hair styled in 2 ponytails. Although she looks like a little girl, she is actually 22 years old. Standing at only 1.58 meters, she possesses formidable strength. Gloria is the owner of the singing fruit, capable of singing enchanting songs that can mesmerize listeners and even kill silently with her voice. On the surface, she is an artist under Wayne's company, enchanting countless young boys and girls with her beautiful singing voice that in secret. Gloria is also one of Wayne's assassins, known as the Golden Killer with the title of the Death Song. 3 days later, on an unnamed small island not far from Rotown, Wayne stood on a giant rock by the sea, wearing a black clown mask. The bleak sea breeze rustled the cloak behind Wayne, but it did not affect his state of mind at all. He placed his hands behind his back, quietly gazing at the distant sea surface. A pirate ship slowly came into view for Veen, its black pirate flag adorned with a skull, with 2 smiling faces, one crying and one laughing. Above the skull was Ace's Spade Pirates. Captain Ace, we're almost at Lowtown, the legendary town of beginnings and endings, the place where the pirate king Gold Roger was executed. Ace pulled the pirate who spoke into a hug, gave him a hefty thump on the head, and shouted. Introduction. A person in the pirate world awakens the strongest lifestyle player system. To repay a debt of gratitude, he becomes the biggest star in the pirate world. Ace, I want to go to the Grand Line. That's where a man's stage is. Vane, no, your hockey hasn't awakened, and your flame fruit hasn't awakened. Stay honestly in the East Blue. Luffy, he is the best chef in the world. Mihawk, in terms of swordsmanship, I am no match for him. Sengoku, he is the reason why the Shichibukai can continue to exist. Akainu, damn Vane, why don't you come to be a Marine?